All right. Hello, GDQ staff and everybody watching this on the community. This is our submission for 6-player Powerwash Simulator all vehicles. We have everyone laid out in front of me. Angelic Knight and is the host. Angelic is going to be getting us through the levels. Acadial and Enigma are just recording their perspectives. So there's nothing significant on there. B and Big Law are going to be the two main commentators with us. Big Law will not have any audio on his submission, and B will have the same audio as me. I will have all of the Discord audio going through, so you're going to hear a lot of calls. We won't have all 6 of us on commentary for this. We'll have it split up between the 3 of us, mainly because Angelic is going to be calling parts that we'll still need to clean, and we decided not to have that. So, this is all vehicles. We're going to be cleaning all of the vehicles in the game. There are a lot. There are a lot of them. We don't actually know how many there are, but there are a lot. We go very fast. And we all use the trident, which is this, I was going to say weapon, but it's not really a weapon. Sprayer that you see in front of us.
It's a weapon of mess destruction.
Yeah, mess destruction. So as you see, it's really powerful, really tight spray, and we're going to go ahead and get everybody set up and get it started. Time starts when we first spray something on the car. So we all have...
Maybe I must interject just one last thing. I am recording audio. So
Big Law is recording audio. Just kidding.
Get pranked.
All right. So we are going to start spraying in 3, 2, 1, go. So these first couple of levels are really fast. There's not much to them. The trident is really powerful.
Bumper tire.
And
done.
Yeah, we're just so this is where the desync is going to start to kick in. Angelic, being the host, is done before all of us. So they're going to be done a couple seconds ahead of us.
Open.
So that's when we decide that the level is done, and then they just force quit us out of the game.
All right, go.
Go.
Now we're doing the vintage
worth
car.
Noting that if we do wait for the desync to catch up, it does reflect accurately if nobody takes any actions for the off post as well.
Yep.
So it is complete. It just isn't synced yet.
Yeah. It takes between 10 to 30 seconds.
How long the level is.
Yeah.
And we think it might be related to the fact we're using the tridents, because
Headlight.
it is cleaning so much stuff so quickly.
Done.
Yeah. There we go. So I promise there's a little bit more to talk about in this game. It's just these first few levels are very quick, and I'm timing this real time, so we're testing all the loads in and out.
Join.
One of the most important things for this is how powerful the trident is, because when you go through the story, you get a 0-degree beam, and the trident is 3 0-degree beams. 0-degree beams can generally clear any kind of dust, any kind of dirt in the game, oil, metal, rust.
Headlight. Done.
Got it. And the fact that we have a trident, which has 3 of those all at once, is really powerful. So there's a lot of nuance to cleaning these that we don't have because we have the trident. But once we get a little bit later into the game,
It's open.
there's some really difficult things to clean that we have to be a lot more precise on. This is actually one of the first levels that we have to be more precise on. The fire truck. So once we've got everyone loaded in, okay, we go. You'll see that this metal right here, if I hit tab, it's going to show me what's dirty. And the metal here is really difficult to get fully clean if you just go over it really fast. So you'll notice, and on the other side as well, they're being very precise with cleaning it off. And then for the sides of the truck, you can just kind of spray. These handles right here are also metal, so we have to be aware of those. And then Angelic is up top, cleaning the things up there. There's a couple glitches in this game where if you jump up a slope, you go way higher than intended.
Handles.
So you can use that to get places where you
Just
wouldn't
handles.
ordinarily need equipment to do.
Done.
Having Angelic call out the parts is really useful because the desync can mess with us sometimes. You'd see, for example, the top of the fire truck was dirty for me there. But if Angelic's not calling it out, that means it's done, and we don't have to do it anymore.
Open.
The next few
Yeah, we're
levels...
just waiting.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to say we are waiting on the information to be relayed back
Go.
from the host. Go. This one's really quick, so we can just talk. We're waiting for the information to come back from the host, just to see what is clean and what is dirty.
We're done.
But having Angelic call that out just lets us focus on what needs to be done. And we generally have an idea as to what we want to be cleaning, and we have our own sort of sectors that we all specialize in on these levels.
Yep, everyone has their own
And-
positions.
An interesting thing with the desync is the reason Angelic is kicking us at the end of each of these is if we don't, we have to sit there and wait for it before we actually load into the next level, even if Angelic's loaded into it already. So we just continually keep getting kicked out of each level by Angelic. Just to
See
speed that
cushion
process
done.
up.
Yep. As I was going to say, these next few are really fast. Golf cart, dirt bike, golf cart, motorbike, SUV, and penny farthing are, I
Go,
believe, the
open.
next 5.
Go in.
And they're all really small and really quick.
Go.
We do have to make sure to wait for everyone to join, otherwise the game will load the dirt in that had been cleaned for each of them, which can take, for levels like this, the entire length of the level for us to clean it. So
Turn
to be
your
very
mudguard
careful to make
spoke
sure
set.
everyone loads in.
Done.
You'll also notice with the desync that we do start pushing each other around a little bit. So
And
as
that
we
was
get
just,
Open.
yeah, so as we get further into the levels and the desync gets worse and worse,
Go.
we're gonna start pushing each other around. There's one level in particular where we have to get underneath a big car. That's really bad for desync. We just
Comes the PvP
Bumper,
zone.
bumper. Done.
yeah we just kind of shove everyone around.
It's the only time I've seen someone actually get stuck in the vehicle.
Yep.
Open.
One
This-
small thing we haven't mentioned yet is there's 3 different categories of vehicles we'll be going through.
Oh.
So right now we're on the land vehicles, like the penny farthing here, which takes about 5 seconds to clean.
Metal.
We'll
Done.
also have the air and the water vehicles as well.
Yeah, and there's far fewer of those vehicle classes than in comparison to the land vehicles, but surprisingly, they do take quite a long time,
Open.
almost equal to the length of the land vehicles in themselves.
Go.
Just realized that the way that my live split abbreviates penny farthing is penny fart.
That's pretty good.
Yep. So the SUV is the first kind of major vehicle where we all kind of split
It's
up
an
and have
RV,
our own.
buddy.
What did I say? SUV? Whatever.
Too many acronyms.
Yeah. Cars is the same. So this is the first one where we really split up. With the fire truck, you can kind of have 2 or 3 people on a side, but for this one, you really got to have sectors for everyone to be doing, especially because this one has a lot of metal rust on it. So it really can screw you along like the edges here, where if you just kind of glance over it
Exhaust is done.
really fast with the trident,
Bumper, window, windscreen wiper.
it's not as easy.
Healing wipers.
I don't see what window it is. Just bumper, bumper.
Probably back bumper.
Still back bumper.
Yep, back bump.
Done.
So that's why Angelic's position in this is really useful. They're calling out the stuff that we don't know is fully clean yet. They're a really good shot caller for this.
Mm-hmm.
They're effectively the
Open.
sub foreman.
Yeah. They're directing
Yeah.
us.
It is a weird
Before that.
dynamic of only one person as the truth of
Alright.
like what's going on. I'm going in the back. Working from there.
I'll go in. Oh, I won't go in the front. I'll go underneath.
Need somebody on tires and landing gears.
I'm on that.
Great.
As we go through this more, we've just kind of noted like this is what always tends to catch us up, and you can kind of learn from that and position stuff. There's a lot of thinking with this actually with how you're routing it and what angles you're going at and where you're starting and just from
Positioning of
practicing it.
equipment.
Yeah. There's also a lot of personal preference, honestly. Some people really like cleaning the like tighter stuff, like the precise angles. Like that's one thing I really like doing. But then we have someone like Acadial who I believe just cranks the DPI on his mouse to about 8,000 and just whips his wrist around.
That is correct. That is exactly what I'm doing.
Yep. So
don't
he just cleans like massive sides of things.
I don't believe it's this way anymore, but it used to be that the lower your frame rate was, the like faster stuff got cleaned. So some of the strats before, because there is a speedrunning community for this game, like a fairly active community around it. You would run at low frame rates and just swing your mouse around.
Yes. Thankfully, it is
Also,
not that bad anymore.
There also used to not be this aim mode that we're using. It would actually move your entire screen, which I think, Katie, you're still using the normal way of doing it?
No, I'm using aim mode. The other
Okay.
way makes this game almost unwatchable.
Yes, so
Yeah.
thankfully that's been added for watchability for this, and also just generally for us not getting sick playing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my understanding of the way the cleaning works now is it's based on movement rather than frame rate.
So,
Yeah, so you'll see I'm just trying to get a couple of
Alright, both landing gears done.
spots.
Also, the front landing gear exists.
I'm on it.
Great.
back is pretty clean.
I guess we're both on it.
I'm trying to get the top engine support.
Trying to get this water tank.
Water tank is usually.
We need the main rotor blades.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
What am I not doing?
Working on the.
So-
Detour to take care of the engines.
This is one of the problems near the end is that so there's a concept of like almost clean in this game where if you get it like 99% done, the game will go, yeah, okay, that's fine. All right, I've gotten the water tank.
Cockpit ladder, landing gears, rotor blades, windows, hydraulic control unit.
I'm working the bottom of the
I
blades.
got the control unit. Windows, landing gear, and cockpit ladder.
I think the blades are done now.
Yeah, they are. They are.
One on the left.
Okay, landing
left
gear
landing.
and
what
cockpit ladder.
windows?
Cockpit ladder. Done.
Nice.
No, it's
I
happening.
ran
pretty
towards the ladder you placed instead of the.
Nice.
All right, Acadial, Big Law, y'all on shielding.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the drill is a fun one
Yeah.
with many tiny little nooks and crannies that we need to
Open.
be focusing on.
This is where
You know the drill.
the angles you're at is really important because
Go.
it's so easy to miss
Send it.
little details.
Yeah, so like ordinarily when I'm cleaning, when I guess any of us are cleaning the front of the drill, if I swing around right here, it looks pretty clean, right? But if I swing around this side, you'll notice that there's a lot of nooks and crannies that I didn't actually get. And it's the same for these treads right here. So this is the level where we really have to start hitting things from 2 or 3 sides at once in order to fully clean it, and it gets worse and worse later on.
One aspect with the almost like clean enough sort of thing where it'll ding for you even if you've not cleaned literally every single spot of it is it varies for each object we're cleaning. So certain objects are very forgiving, especially if they've got lots of weird bits to them, but certain parts are
Alright,
extremely
rear
precise.
gripper cleaned.
Wheels, wheel drives, and caterpillar treads, just for sides.
Alright. Bottom left tread still needs work.
Okay, that should be the last one then. Not seeing it. Might be bottom right tread. It's
Okay,
bottom right tread. Bottom right tread.
Alright, the nasty sink.
Yeah.
Bottom left needed some work too.
Yeah.
Well, on client side. Anyway, we're done.
Cool.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh,
That was pretty good.
All right, jet time.
The jet is fairly large.
The jet is large. I'll get the nose to start.
Join.
Get right
Got
wing.
ladder set up on rear left, so I'm gonna move.
I'm getting back of it.
Okay. Right
Come
wing
in.
has the step ladder.
Clean.
Everybody's in, go, go, go.
So
Wirings.
the jet has a lot of really finicky, tiny things. It dings whenever something gets finished, but that's also affected by desync. So it's really, really harsh to figure out sometimes if you actually cleaned whatever you're trying to clean.
Actually desyncing myself.
Yeah.
A
So
lot of the, like Amy was saying, there's a lot of fiddly little bits with it. There's little wires everywhere. There's lots of small parts of it. The engines have lots of little nooks in it, weird angles you have to get it from. So a lot of this is learning that and making sure we're covering that on our side before we go over to help other people with the work. To be very thorough with it, and you learn the maps a lot. You learn the vehicles.
Rudder's done, B.
this is my jump.
A particular challenge point on this mission is getting the wiring, because there's a lot of angles you need to clean them at, which can get annoying.
And there's just a lot of the wiring.
I'm getting the anti-gravity panel and wiring on this side of K2.
Gotcha.
Bigelow, I'm coming through in front of the laser.
Alright,
You want to get the landing gear for me, and I'm going to go up top?
yeah, I gotcha.
Cool, thanks, man.
Back of it should be almost completely done.
Landing gear's done.
Front of the plane should be almost done.
There's still a bit of the bay that needs cleaning. Alright, never mind. Pranked.
Anti-gravity panel's done. Great.
Cockpit
This
is still
wiring.
dirty on top.
Cockpit's done.
Alright.
Fuselage wiring on the front is dirty, but I think I got it.
One thing to keep in mind on the fuselage wiring is that they didn't round the corners correctly. They're just straight lines that they shoved together, so on the turns they do have dirt.
Interesting.
Where that's going.
So your power washer orientation does make a little bit of difference sometimes. Generally, we have stuff that works for each of us, but sometimes we'll have to rotate it to get a specific angle.
That wiring's done, Amy.
And then generally side to side is the fastest for a lot of people because that's, you know, easier to move your mouse side to side than up and down.
We still need jet engine for left side, and
Is the vertical stabilizer
yeah,
done?
definitely left side. Vertical stabilizers are done.
Okay, good.
I need one of the tail scoops. I'll go clean that one up.
Is the left wing cleaned at all?
I'm on it.
Okay.
Well, I am on it. I just wanted to ask. So.
Left wing still needs work, but it seems like primarily
Alright.
the top. But there's like 4 if you wanted, so have fun.
I moved away from there.
Yeah. So now a lot of this devolves into we're just trying to figure out. So one of the other big challenges of this game is figuring out
Hydraulic pipes, landing gears, wing wirings.
remembering all the parts.
Left wing wiring.
Back right landing gear needs work.
Wing wiring should be done.
Can work on that.
Yeah, so we have
We
to
still
remember
need
all the
one
part
wing
names
wiring.
and then where they're located.
Left wing is clean.
Landing gear should be clean.
We just got one wing wiring that we need to handle, presumably on the left, but it could be on the other. There's also the
left
fuselage.
good.
It's
Definitely on
done.
the left.
Done.
All right.
Well done.
Yeah, I
Nice.
found the wire.
Yeah.
It was on the right.
Yeah.
It was
I might have
tiny.
missed
Right
it.
lower, I think.
Yeah.
Wires
Yeah.
are very evasive.
Yeah. So again, we have to pretty much memorize where everything is, and then know when Angelic
Open
calls it
menu.
out, what it means and where to go. So that's one of the more fiddly ones.
Go.
Found it.
Going up top.
Okay, you go up top then, because I can't get up top.
I got the right side mirrors or windows.
I'll focus the hull, both sides.
I'm on the
I
figurehead.
guess I'll do the rudder and stuff.
Yeah, figurehead.
I could not get to the top this time.
So some of this is using the geometry already available in the levels, because one of the things about being off-host is that the desync is so bad that is to where we cannot pick up equipment. If we pick up equipment, it soft locks us, basically. So it takes
Unless
one
you
of us
very
out of the
lucky.
running.
That's why I move it at the start of each
Perfect
run if I can.
practice.
Yeah. So if we like, it was present in the beginning of the helicopter. We didn't really mention it there, but Angelic, if we ever need equipment in place, will generally move at the beginning and then leave it there.
Do it while the lobby opens.
Yeah.
Face done. Moving to windows.
I'm gonna try to get the underside of the trim.
Someone's ghost knocked me off the ship.
My
own.
sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Hull is done.
Great.
Watching V just crawl down the right side, get in the get in the windows.
Goblin
Hey, it's
behavior.
important.
You said hull's done. All right, nice.
Yes.
Fleet's done.
The rudder
I'm getting
and all that
the
stuff.
pole.
The pole,
and
for
the
whatever
joint.
reason.
Yeah, grab the poles. I'll get anything in the cabin.
I'm spraying down the poles from where I can get it.
Left pole needs to be handled. Right pole is done.
Canopy trim's done.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to spot check the windows because they're a pain.
Poles should be done.
Right pole was. I don't know about left pole.
Oh, left pole still needs some.
Yeah, it's very
be good.
particular.
Has anyone done anything on the backside of it?
I'm
Yeah.
working on it right now.
Okay,
I'll,
cool.
I'll
I will
come
do
help
that.
you, okay, Dale.
I apologize for my ghost. It's gonna bump you in a second.
Oh, your ghost
Never
already
mind, your
bumped
ghost
me,
is
actually.
bumping me right now.
Yeah, I steered clear of the ghost of B from the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming
I'm,
back
I'm
around for
standing on the
another
ground,
pass.
jumping and spraying.
Seat, steering wheel, and door frame should be.
Back to the frame.
Door frame's done. It's just the seat and the steering wheel. Let me find what seat it is.
Let me
Left
get this
seat.
jump.
Done.
Done?
Nice.
Done.
Okay, cool.
Woo.
Frolic.
Almost a gold.
We have frolicked ourselves out of that boat.
So I mentioned earlier that the desync between players, because we can push each other around, because players from the future are more powerful than players in the current,
Open.
for whatever reason. So I guess it's a really smart way to solve desync. I got right front wheel.
Alright.
One person per
Yep,
tire.
back left.
Back
I'll
right.
get front left.
So this is what I was talking about. This is the monster truck. Not only does it have 4 tires that have an incredible amount of nooks and crannies in them to clean, but it also has this underside where you can see, I think that's Big Law down there.
Yep.
And if you try to get more than like 1 or maybe 2 people underneath there, everyone starts pushing each other around just horrendously.
You are in hell, and it is
Yeah.
not fun.
The underside of the truck is a PvP enabled zone, and everyone just pushes each other everywhere. So you can see I'm having to get this wheel, and everybody it's doing a wheel is facing the same thing. They have to get it from so many different angles. There's so much to clean on it.
You have to almost go around like the entire truck just to clean one wheel because you have
Yeah.
to get like the inside of it, you have to get the sides of it, you have to get the top of it. It's there's a lot. There's a surprising lot, and there's almost always one tire that is left at the end that has not been cleaned, even though someone's been up for it like for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Left tire's done.
So I'm
Back right
Front
tire's
left
done.
should also be done.
rolling the danger and sneaking under real quick to clean my tire. But now I'm out of there.
I'm working on the exhaust.
All right, my tire has
I'm
like
getting
a
the front
little
cat
bit
leg.
left. There we go.
Should be
My
just
tire's
about
done.
Should just be the front bits.
All right. So yeah, once we all finish our individual bits, then it's just free roam for either whatever Angelic calls for us or whatever whatever
We're
we
gonna
can see.
need the steps for sure.
I don't know what those
We'll
steps
get
are made of.
left step.
Yeah.
Left step for sure, yeah.
Should be
Left
done.
step is done. now it's done.
You're welcome.
Yeah, our sprays still work for Angelic. Like they're seeing it in the future, but
Front right tire done? I think
yeah,
we'll...
front right tire is definitely
Bull
done.
bar, front underside plating, and number plate.
Oh, my wheel outer is not done.
Number
Alright, my
plate is
wheel outer's
done. Bull bar and front underside plating. Front underside plating.
It is. There's so many angles
Done.
to this underside plating. All right.
Yeah.
The plating is a nightmare.
Yeah, the monster truck is usually just, can Big Log get under there and get everything before we all push him out of it?
Yep.
And the answer is usually no.
Open.
But
Yeah.
Fine.
Thankfully, we now have a really easy one. The stunt plane is actually the first place to introduce oil. And so there's oil. I switched away from the Trident for a second. So there's a lot of oil stains on this. You can't really see it because we know generally where they are, so we're a little more cautious on those sections with our Tridents. But if we just, swung the Trident over it real fast, it wouldn't actually clean. So we have to take a second and go over it pretty finely. But the stunt plane is great. It's really easy. It's a good break before we go into the longest area, which is up next.
Unfortunately, the main thing in this level, the oil,
Amy.
the way you're supposed to do it is use soap, but we're doing the soapless category.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Technically, this is a soapless category, but also with 6 people with Tridents, you really don't need soap.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Soap is a
Saves are done.
consumable sort of
resource
resource.
is done. Lot front right side. Exhaust front wheel cover rudder. Exhaust and rudder. Trying to get rudder. This is the top
Be
angle.
front
I should
Oh,
have
it's
the rudder.
back done.
That's pretty good.
We're paced.
So there are only 2 jobs left, but they are the longest jobs. So we have the fishing boat, which is it's boat size. We're cleaning a boat.
It's open.
This one
Big
has a
boat, you
lot
cannot
of. This one has it all. There's a bunch
Go.
of wide open spaces, and then there's a bunch of like really finicky parts up towards the top of the boat. So we all pick our spots. I go down towards the anchor side and clean that, or the starboard side for those of you who know what boats are. Me, big fan, love boats.
Yo, baby, love the boats.
Yeah.
Jamie, can you hit the anchor while you're down there?
Yep.
I have most of it. I just can't get the weird angles.
Yeah. B helps on the side a little bit and then goes up to the top. Big Law does the port side. Enigma, I believe, does the keel straight away, because going underneath the boat is kind of a pain. And Angelic and Cadiel are up top. Now, the sides of this boat are really good candidates for when we talk about, the 99% or good enough rule that this game has. They're so big that cleaning 99% of it means you can still have a couple of dirt splotches here and there, and the game will count it as clean. But the starboard trim, or the trims, you have to be a little more cautious with. So I'm a little more careful when I go over those.
yeah, usually we need to take them both from the top and bottom sides of the trims, just so it actually registers as clean.
Yeah. Ideally, I'd be getting everything done in one go and not have to go backwards.
I've got the final area, Cadiel.
Thank you.
Realistically, I'm probably going to have to go backwards over some of it. Especially the trim. because, like I said, the trim is a very big pain point. And you'll see I'm just very cautiously drawing along the bottom of the keel there.
Starboard hull should be done.
The whole thing?
The top part of it.
Oh, okay.
Keel should almost be done if it's not.
Yep, I'm just drawing
I'll
along
help
there
out
to
a
help.
little bit with yours, but I'm gonna head up top.
Yeah, go for it.
Trim should be.
Keel
good on
is
my
done.
half of it.
Okay.
Gonna start on the winch and the baby winch.
Yep. Alright, so the hull is getting towards the 99% done. Just clearing off a couple of last bits that I see with my special dirt O-vision. And then I'm
Atlantean dirt
getting the
senses.
others, getting the other sides as well.
Billy's done.
Okay, so the top starboard hull is done, the bottom is not.
Okay, bottom port hull is clean.
Alright, bottom's done. Trim. I've still got some on the trim.
winch.
I'm gonna go over this anchor chain kind of tightly here. So my friends up top don't have to, they can get it from their end as well.
Yeah, anchor is one of the ones where there's pretty much like 3 different angles you have to clean it from. Big levels like this require a lot of actually coordinating with that.
I may have to get the starboard trim from the top here. So I'm just very carefully going along it. Just drawing out the line. Yeah, still a decent amount left.
We're 90% done.
Believe that. Nope, a little bit more.
I've been working on the deck wall clockwise.
Winch should be almost done.
I still have some trim on the starboard hull somehow.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Probably one of the
Winch rope
tricky
is
angles.
done.
I'm done port side.
Oh, this winch does not want to finish. It probably is our. No, I'm done. Winch is completely done.
Alright, come on.
We need mast.
Working on the mast.
Great.
There's like one part of the starboard hull trim that's not done.
Want me to come over and help?
It's just a really finicky finish.
Ah, found it.
Got it.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Teamwork.
I got you. I know my trims. I'll trim your armor for free.
Yeah, trimming armor, RuneScape. So, the other people finish their parts before me, but they're doing basically the same thing. Once we finish, we go up and we work on the major parts of
Tentacles
whatever's
done,
left.
Enigma. The stairs are done.
What should I go to next?
The main deck on the left side of the ship,
Okay.
as well as the gun wall and top trim on that side as well. Seems a bit of work. I'm gonna check list in a sec.
Are the stairs done? Do you know?
Yeah, stairs both done. We need
Okay.
2 bridge windows, cabin trim, fair leads. Bridge windows are done.
Okay, got them.
Mast should be done.
Cabin's done.
Deck walls, any?
Mast is done.
Should still be deck walls.
Yeah, so this is, again, the desync trying to figure out what we can see that isn't done that isn't actually done.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a bit of initiative and just clean some stuff real quick. Alright, main deck fair leads hatch, hatch door, and gun walls.
I found the
Wow,
stuff that was
the
missing on the
hatch.
main deck.
Oh,
The
the
hatch
Fair
was
leads,
very much
fair
missing.
leads, fair leads, fair leads.
the
That's all
fair
we got,
leads are
fair
such a
leads.
pain.
Fairleads?
Just one more fair lead, everybody.
Because it's just these really tiny pieces of
Got it.
metal. Yeah, it's these really tiny pieces of metal along
Nice.
the boat.
What a really good
Alright.
place.
Yeah.
Last one.
All right, last
Yeah,
level.
last job.
All right, so we're gonna
which
clean
is
the totally
the
normal,
RV.
yeah, the totally normal recreation vehicle a second time.
It got
Just
dirty
got
again.
dirty
Yeah.
again.
Open.
It happens.
You'll unfortunately only get to see the animation from Angelic's side. but
Yeah.
For the rest of us, it just is here.
Go.
Yep.
So there's a lot of challenges with this. All the nooks and crannies, and part of the issue is calling out the different pieces of it. If you see the names of it, like fluid deflector dish, auxiliary, there's just a bunch of weirdly named things, and unless you've played on this level way too much, it's really hard to know exactly what is where. So
Yeah.
that's part of what we've had to learn for this, is learning what is a oxidized view dome.
Yeah, and there are a lot of really weird nooks and crannies on this one. These omnidirectional landing hinges are a significant source of pain for me and Big Law, who are the people that clean them, because they have like 3 or 4 angles that you have to hit them from to be fully clean.
Both the anti-gravity panels are done. Gonna get the main dome.
Yeah, and then
we are doing the legwork.
yeah, people up top. I'll try to get up there at some point to show it off while we're still cleaning. But there are so many like tiny little nooks and crannies on all the panels up there. Yeah, you can see the panels like right here. These little parts in between, those count. We got to clean that. And the 99% standard does not really apply here. You pretty much have to get everything.
Collector housing looking good. Still need a bit on positrines, but I think I see it.
Is the dome done?
Yes, dome is done.
Cool.
I cannot tell what is dirty on this hinge. I'm gonna be real chief.
Yeah, I
one
also
of them
can't
is
tell.
finished.
All
Dome is
indicated.
done. All
Oh,
of the
never mind, it's
internal
clean.
discs are
Alright.
done. Positrines are done. I'm gonna look for anything else up top. I'm not seeing anything just yet.
I'll bail then and help. find some.
One of the geomagnetic discs on
I'm
the
working
outer
the tractor
edge.
beam.
I have one of my hinges left. There we
I'll
go.
work from the outside in on the bottom.
Tractor beam clean.
So this is the top. Everyone's really efficient. Gets everything done really fast. I couldn't show off much about it, but yeah, there's a lot to clean up there.
Just know that we were suffering very quietly.
Yeah,
You can watch another perspective.
yeah. Many other perspectives.
Control
are,
6 of the runs at the same time. That would actually be kind of
Alright, should
Yeah.
just be the bottom. So, clean the fuck out of it.
Wow, don't use the
one
Wow,
swear.
language.
frick word.
You get one.
We are now a PG-13 recording.
That's right.
No.
No.
Yeah, past this, it's just, being very cautious along the bottom, making sure that every little nook and cranny gets cleaned.
The gravity plating especially is a little funky. Gotta really get into the grooves.
Yep.
Auxiliary geomagnetic disc, landing gripper, and lower saucer rim.
Landing gripper.
Nope.
Oh, I think I just
Wasn't
accidentally
mine.
did it.
Back left rim,
found
I
it,
see
yeah.
it.
Angelic,
Back
this is a
left rim,
circle.
back left rim.
All the
From the perspective of the drive, back left rim.
all of the grippers should be done.
Fine, got it, done.
Done?
Hey.
Time.
Hey.
37:57.
Hey, that's
Pretty close to a
I do
PB.
believe that is
That's
a
our
PB.
best time.
Yeah,
Not a PB.
not a PB.
Not a PB.
Tragic.
Well, it's real good. I'm happy about it.
28 seconds
And
over.
now you can, and now for everyone except Angelic, you get to see the desync in live.
Yep. So this is basically how far behind everyone is, so you can see it. So yeah, that's all vehicles. Thank you for hopefully watching this to the end. You know, let's go GDQ. Get some power wash on there, right?
GDQ
Yeah.
needs to clean up their act.
Yep.
We can do it for them.
Well, I don't know about that, but we're here to use an infinite source of water to make to power wash everything. Anyone got any shout outs at the end?
Shout outs?
Yeah, I want to shout out to Cadiel for
Shout out to Netcode.
getting
Cadiel for
an
getting
abyssal
all
whip
of us.
earlier today.
Oh.
Oh,
I should
yeah.
mention shout out to Cadiel for getting us all into this.
That
Well,
too, also.
Yeah, but also the abyssal whip earlier today. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout outs to Amy for clearing the raid level.
Oh,
that,
and there it
he was
goes.
stuck on.
Yeah, there we go.
And
We've
there
cleaned it.
goes our
Uh,
hero. Watch him as he
Power Wash
goes.
Sim leaderboard adding categories for us because we have too many people.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
too many
Which we
friends.
then
Yeah.
went did not use.
No, no.
But yeah, so that's it, and thank you all for watching.